Hi, I'm Dr. Jim Hoven of Ramos Law and your host for Health Matters. Today, we're going to talk about the importance of something in healthcare people never think about, the relationship you have with your doctor. Stay tuned, it's coming up now. When it comes to the healthcare experience, what a lot of patients don't really take into account is the relationship they have with their doctor. Now, it makes sense to us when we're just talking that we want a good relationship with everybody, right? We want that with our bosses, we want it with our spouse, with our children. We all want great relationships. Shouldn't it the same be true for our doctors? My contention is yes, it absolutely should. Now, as a chiropractor and a doctor who's worked with thousands of patients over 30 years, I'll tell you that not all patients and doctors always get along, but there's a difference between that not having the exact same personality and having a deep respect and a deep desire to help the patient that you're working with. So here's my thought. When it comes to finding a doctor that you can have a great relationship with, I think it boils down to just a couple things. Number one, can you get your questions answered? You might have to wait a little bit. You might not always have your visit be right on time. It might cost a little more than you think. But at the end of the day, can you have that honest conversation? Can you ask those questions and get timely answers and information that helps you on your healthcare journey? If so, it's a great relationship starter that you can build from as you develop the relationship with your doctor. If not, that's a good sign that you need to find someone else. Someone who doesn't have the time for you, who doesn't have the ability to answer your questions, is someone that is probably not going to be in your best interest long-term to help you recover from a significant or serious injury. Another thing that helps with the doctor-patient relationship is understanding how that doctor communicates. So in other words, are they more by email, or do they communicate in short, choppy sentences, or are they more talkative and engaging? Just because your doctor doesn't have a winning personality where they want to share every bit of information with you doesn't mean they're not a great doctor and that they don't care about you and love you deeply. Rather, you just have to understand their communication personality style and then work within that, so that if I, as a doctor, for example, I love to have these kind of long conversations, hear more about you, then you give me that kind of information. On the other side, if all I wanted to do was say, yes, I completely understand, let's get this done. Here's your injuries, here's your issues, here's your treatment plan. That's just my communication style, but you'll sense if my caring is there. So in that case, don't overwhelm the doctor with lots of information. Instead, give it to them in bite-sized chunks that they can understand as well. So those would be my top 2 tips for helping develop relationship with your doctors. And by the way, secret tip number 3, develop great relationships with all the support staff to the doctor. And then all of a sudden, those people, when you love them and they love you, they're gonna make sure that doctor takes extra special great care of you. So those are my top 3 tips. Hope that helps. If you have any questions, reach out to me, jim@ramoslaw.com. And if you like this and if it helps, please spread it around, share it, because we wanna get the message out to as many people as possible on all of this content. And so remember, until next time, your health matters.